Good afternoon, Facebook family. Well, if you're from the UK, it's afternoon. If you are in the US, it is good morning. And if you're in Australia, it's good evening. But wherever you're from, welcome to my power walk. As it says in my profile, freedom is what I teach and helping people is what I do. So when I go onto these power walks, it's just a good opportunity for me to reflect and to talk about a quick topic. As you come on, hey Darius, good to see you on. I apologize, guys, if you come on and you say something in the comments and I don't comment back. I'm really rubbish multitasking, trying to walk and talk and answer comments. It's kind of hard for men. Men aren't supposed to be able to multitask. I love what the managing director of the company that I'm with says. He says the reason why men don't die in their sleep is because they can't do two things at once. So I apologize if you say a comment and I don't answer your comment straight away. I'm going to talk about a quick topic, and if it resonates with you, if there's anything that I say that you agree with, hit that little like button or the heart button so I know that I'm talking sense and I know that I'm making sense. But what I'm going to be talking about today is why I do what I do, because some people say, Jay, I see you on these lives. Hey Shelby, good to see you on. I see you on these lives and you're saying all these motivational stuff and sowing into people's lives, but what is it that you actually do? So I thought that while I'm on this power walk this afternoon, I just tell my story a little bit about why I do what I do. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm in the wellness industry, and I'm not going to be mentioning the name of my company because that's not what this is about. And I know there's going to be people that are in my company that are going to be watching my live, and if you are, please don't mention the name of the company because I'm just talking about why I do what I do. I'm not really going to be promoting my company. But one of the reasons why I do what I do is this. My background is actually in business development in IT. I was in a middle management position. It was paying me a very good income, but it just got to the stage where I could leave my house in the morning, my daughter's sleeping, come back at night after a management meeting. If there was one that day, she'd be sleeping. And I was looking for a change. And I did a degree in marketing. And in that degree in marketing, one of the modules we covered actually the concept of network marketing. I actually did that at university. So I believed in the concept. And so while I was in corporate, I tried a couple of things, didn't really work out for me, but I still believed in the concept. And at the time when I was in a company, in a middle management position, like I said, got made redundant from that company. In the US, you call it being downsized. But at that stage, I said to myself, I'm never going to give somebody that much control over my finances ever again. So I was looking at opportunities around what I was doing. And at the time, my wife got introduced to something which she got really, really good results in. It's a product, and I'm in the wellness industry. And when my wife got her results, she wouldn't stop talking to me about these products. So I was quite negative, as most men are. I just thought it was a placebo. But we put my daughter on the product, who got really good results with psoriasis, eczema and hay fever within about 4 weeks. And that kind of got me looking more at the company. I always said to myself, I'm not really going to be looking for a product-driven company. I want to go to a service-driven company, because if it's services, you don't have to convince somebody to buy it every month and they're going to use the service anyway. And so when my wife introduced me to this product, I was actually involved in another company. And it was actually selling broadband and kind of stuff. But I couldn't get passionate about broadband, and I definitely couldn't get my wife passionate about it, no matter how hard I tried. But when my wife and daughter got results on this, it kind of got me to look more closely into the company. And got on the product myself, obviously. Got results with a digestive condition that I struggled with for a while. Got those results within 3.5 months. But that kind of showed me that I could believe in it. It kind of showed me that I could get passionate about it. And I'm the type of person that if I can get passionate about something, I don't mind talking about it, as you can probably tell. And so when I heard more about the company and the opportunity, I decided to take it on board because a couple of things stood out to me. I heard about a gentleman that took over 10 years and over 850 separate trial formulations to come up with a balance of food that, when he took it himself, aided his own body to come out of a wheelchair. That spoke volumes to me, more so the fact that it took him 10 years and 850 separate tries. I mean, that talks about persistence, that talks about determination, that talks about a no-quit mentality. I mean, guys, how many of us would have given up over test 100 or try 200? But he tried 850 separate times over 10 years. And so that kind of showed me that, yeah, this was something that had some legs to it. But also the results that everybody was getting. So I decided to take it on board. I shared what happened to my family. People joined me because they got results on the product. They wanted to earn extra income as well. But I stuck at it because the impact that I was having was far beyond the money that I was making in regards to what was happening in people's lives. And you have to do something bigger than just the extrinsic side. So many people are driven by messages of making so much money. But you have to be driven intrinsically as well as extrinsically. In other words, the desire, the passion for what you're doing, it has to come about that. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but obviously I didn't. But that will join with the desire for you to increase your income, but the passion about what you're doing. And together that will spur you on to go and make something happen. That's why when people say, well, Jason, why did you choose the wellness industry? You was in IT. Why don't you do something like more technical, I don't know, cryptocurrency or something else? The reason why I stay in the wellness industry is because when somebody comes back to you and says thank you for putting them on something that has changed their life, I can't see a better way of earning an income than that. I'm not knocking those other niches and people that are helping people in those niches, travel and different digital products or affiliate marketing and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I choose the wellness industry. And I love what Mark Yarnell says in his book, First Year in Network Marketing, when he says you have to, once you find something, plant your flag and build it. Don't be hopping around all the time. He doesn't talk about stability. I'm so glad that I can say to somebody, I've been with the same company for over 10 years. I haven't been in 8 or 9 different opportunities. I've been in the same company for 10 years and I help people to build within that company. I look for people who are passionate just like me. I'm not looking for people who I have to convince to be passionate. I'm looking for people who are passionate, because passionate people get things done. Passionate people go above and beyond what the normal person will do. In the 10 years that I've been in this industry, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. You see, there's some people that will try to make out that their opportunities, the best thing since sliced bread, and everything goes right, and they're living financially free after 2 weeks and all that kind of stuff. Guys, like I put in my post on my timeline yesterday, I think it was, the biggest challenges you're going to face in building anything that's involving people is people. But your biggest successes are also going to be people. So you have to have a love for people. If you are going to get involved in network marketing in any niche at all, you have to have a love for people. You have to have that desire to see people develop. You see, a lot of times there's messages out there that talk about free and easy, everything's going to drop on your lap. That's the most dangerous message that destroys the reputation of our industry. And our industry is a very noble industry to be a part of. That's why I love people like Eric Worre and Tim Sales and Dr. Charles King and all these people that are advocates for the industry, talking about it's a profession, so you have to be professional. So many people have the wrong idea coming into the industry, thinking they're going to get something for nothing, doing very little. And then when they actually get into whatever opportunity they get involved with, and they realize, but wait a minute, it's not just going to drop on my lap. You mean I actually have to do something? Then they say, wait a minute, okay, that's what I understand now. The word is actually called network marketing, not no work marketing. And an easy equation to calculate is nothing plus nothing equals nothing. And so when they understand they have to do something, Some people make the decision to roll their sleeves up and do it. Other people make the decision to quit and join something else that promises them little or nothing for no investment and no effort. You see, guys, there's so many opportunities out there that you can do that can change your life, but it's going to involve you doing something. Don't buy into the lie of free and easy, please. You go into the forums, you go into any of these Facebook groups that promote network marketing opportunities. So many messages coming back and saying, it's free to join, we build your downline for you, and all this kind of stuff. And people buy into all these things that talk about free opportunities, not realizing that if it's saying it's free because it's in pre-launch, all what is happening is they're building their list. It's free to get on their list. Once you launch, you're going to have to have a monthly fee to lock in your position. If you don't pay it, you're going to lose it. And so, guys, it's a red herring. If you're looking for free and easy is the most expensive thing you will ever do. You should be looking for things that are worth it. You should be looking for things that you can get passionate about, things that you can believe in, things that you see longevity in. That's what you should be looking for. And those people that promise you something for nothing, you should run as far away from them as possible, because they're trying to scam you. And scams are not just in the network marketing industry, they're in every kind of industry out there that promise you something for nothing. So guys, please understand this. After 10 years of being in this industry, I personally could never see myself being locked down into a cubicle with somebody telling me how much time I have to go to the toilet, how much money they're going to pay me, how much time I can have off. My mindset is unemployable. Why? Because once you've tasted freedom, why would you go back into a cell? Think about it, guys. You may be watching me on this live, and you may be looking for something. You may be praying for something that can change your situation, and you may have heard of different opportunities, and you haven't really taken it on board because you've heard it so many times. You've kind of become immune to the message. In social media, there's so much messages that come out. You can immune you to that your message, and sometimes you can throw the baby out with the bathwater and forget about everything. But what I would say to you is that if you do want to change your life, and if you have got that desire and that good work ethic to do something, do your due diligence in whatever it is that you're looking into. Make sure that it's a stable company, proper products or services, people that are going to come alongside you and train you and develop you, materials that are there that you need, all the processes that you need to be successful. And then ask yourself the question, am I willing to do what it takes to make this work? Am I willing to go through the process I need to go through to learn the skills that I need to learn to be successful? Because if you increase your skill, you increase your value. If you haven't got any skill, you haven't got any value. Remember, we're in a profession. We need to learn it. With the stuff that you see, you bring your skills with you to an opportunity because you've probably come from places that you've done a lot, maybe from a corporate background, you've developed all this kind of stuff. But you also have to come to the realization you've never built a business like this before, so you need to learn, you need to be teachable. And that is one of the things that hold a lot of people back that I've seen in the last 10 years, is that some people are just not teachable. There's other people that they come into the business. They could be very charismatic, they could be very influential. Yeah, they're able to convince people about a lot of things, but if they haven't got the character to back that up, they can end up hurting a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. You can't control people's behavior, you can only control your own. That's why the biggest challenge in our business is people. So I'm not gonna make it out like everything is all rose-coloured petals building a home-based business. No, you get challenged every single time. But you know something? The most fulfillment you get is when you see somebody that you've been helping stand on stage to get an award or get a bonus check or get some kind of recognition, and you know that happened because you invested in them and they allowed you to invest in them. Guys, it's the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. That's why I will always do it. I never knew that a decision that I made 10 years ago to join the business that I'm in now would have such an impact on people that I even didn't know. I have a lady in my organisation whose brother went through some severe things, and the product supported him in his sorry about guys. He actually went into the stage where he was actually in a coma, and he came out of the coma. and the product supported him in his recovery. I never knew I'd have such an impact on him. I didn't even know his sister when I started his business 10 years ago. She's like 5 or 6 levels beneath me in the organization. And yet because of a decision that I made, impacted her so much so she was able to impact her brother. I couldn't have had that same impact if I stayed in IT. So that's why I get passionate about it. There's people that I haven't even met yet that I'm going to help. There's people who I haven't even met yet that are going to change their lives financially, change their lives in their health. There are people that I haven't even met yet that that's going to happen to. It's about leaving a legacy. It's about spillover. I spoke about this before in some lives before, that whatever you do, make sure you're investing in other people, because it's the spillover. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you give, the more you receive. It's a transaction that happens over and over again. You see, sometimes people get it the wrong way around. They just want to take. They want to receive, and not give anything. That's why when I'm talking to people about when you're on social media and you're talking about and you want to let people know what you're doing, if all you're ever doing is talking about how great your company is, then all you're doing is adding to the noise of everyone else who's talking about how great their company is. Why not look to fulfill a problem that people are having within the niche that you're working in? So for instance, in my niche in network marketing, what is the most common need that most network marketers have? The need to get people in front of their opportunity, the need to speak to more people, the need to develop leads. So if I can help them to do that, I am helping them with a problem that is relevant to them. That's why I wrote an ebook, which many of you have downloaded and have given me some really good reviews on, so I thank you for that. But it's called 4 Steps to Automating Your Lead Generation. And so again, if you haven't downloaded it, let me know. I'll give you access to it so you can download it. But what I've also done is I did a complimentary training to go with that book. So if you have downloaded the book already and you want the training, let me know. I'll send it to you via Messenger. Yeah. If you haven't downloaded it, then download it. If you want the training, tell me, I'll give you that as well. But it's about just giving you concepts that you can actually get more eyes in front of your business. Why would I do that? Well, you may be happy in your opportunity, but you've still got a need to get more eyes on your business. That's fine. You may be unhappy in your opportunity, and maybe you want to know what I do. Whatever it is, if I can help you to fulfill a need for what you have, that is what it's all about. If you give, you will receive. It's a principle called sowing and reaping. It's a global principle. Now they call it attraction marketing. Call it what it will. It's about helping people get what they need. And so guys, whatever it is you're doing, make sure that you have people at the center of your motivation, and then you will always be successful. Helping enough people get what they want in life, you will get what you want, as Zig Ziglar says. Yeah? And what I say to my team is it's important for you to have the goals that you want, the financial goals that you want to achieve. But once you've identified them, once you've written them down, take your eyes off the money and focus on the people. Because if you do that, guys, you will always make the money. I hope this has made sense to you. I hope you got a bit more of an idea of what I'm about now. Like I said, the name of my company is irrelevant. It's just I'm in the wellness industry, and that's the industry I will always be in. But you be happy in whatever niche you're in, and just go and make it happen. So guys, if this has helped you, let me know. Leave me a comment. Tap that like button, that heart button. Yeah, if there's somebody else that needs to hear this message that you can relate to, share it with them so they can listen to it as well. You know, sometimes people need encouragement, especially in our industry, because there's so much ignorance about our industry and naysayers out there, that people just need to know I am doing the right thing. I am on the right path. I am working towards my destiny. And so sometimes it just takes a little word like this just to keep people on the straight and narrow. So I'm finishing my power walk now. I'm going to go back and eat something and continue on my work. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will speak to you guys on another power walk fairly soon. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye. hints and tips on how to generate more leads online for your business, go to www.jasons-networkmarketing-truth.com/frustrated, and you'll get even more hints and tips on how you can generate multiple leads for your business on a daily basis so that you can be more attractive so people can actually find you rather than you always hunting people all the time. Remember guys, it's not about how good your product or your service is, it's about how good your marketing is. So guys, go get access to that information, learn what it takes to be attractive and go and take your business to a whole new level. So well done for getting through this episode, and I will be with you with another episode fairly soon. Take care.